everyone, I am Lynn, and today we're going to talk about oppressive transhumanism. So this was a question that actually was on the blog for quite a while, and something in me just drew me to it, and I really felt like I needed to work on this question. So I'll go ahead with what was sent to me and then my response. So it's a little lengthy, but very, very important and so relevant to what's going on in our world. Okay, this person says, I'm asking about a Black New Yorker who runs a popular Christian prophecy blog. She presents under the name Celestial. She's a daughter of at least one university professor who told her stories of aliens and other paranormal topics from a very young age. The individual has some incredible sci-fi visions of the future, obviously the lower timeline 3D future, since it's very dark and dystopian. Truly amazing stuff. It is really an interesting blog. This person can make a fortune as a Hollywood scriptwriter. However, she would not fit into the culture at all and seems sincerely dedicated to warning people that a violently, oppressively transhumanist future is coming if we do not all change our ways radically. She says she channels Yah, aka Jehovah. I don't think it's source. It really doesn't have that flavor at all and is heavily concerned with the 3D physical reality. She does not see the event, aka the rapture, happening at all, and says that if the mess she sees materializes, we will all be stuck in it with no escape. That sounds pretty grim, but definitely, again, relevant to some of the things that have happened in our world recently. Historically, the story of the Old Testament God Jehovah has been at least partially derived from the story of Enlil and Enki, the Sumerian gods, which a lot of us have heard of that. I've talked about that on my blog as well. There's a lot of ancient aliens type content on the blog. Who or what is this person channeling? Her own higher self, an alien with a proprietary interest in mankind, some other kind of entity? Like I said, I don't think it's source, but I could be wrong. And I have a link to the blog, her blog, on the question itself that's on my blog. So feel free to go check it out for yourself, see how it resonates with you, and check out some of her interesting work. Okay, so that was a question. What is my intuitive impression on this? And like I said, I was really compelled to pull this question and look at it. I absolutely resonate with a lot of the messages presented and see that most times the past does predict the future. So when we have a good indication of the past, that can often foretell what is going to happen. That's why everything runs in a cycle, and that's why it's so repetitive. That's why astrology works and all these things, because things repeat. They may not be exactly the same script, but it'll be a variation of a very similar theme that repeats over and over. Like I said, history is cyclical, just as we repeat themes within each incarnation. And anyone who's become very in tune with a past life or had a past life reading, they really understand this. I know when I've done a lot of past life readings, typically what happens is when someone asks me to do that, I will see a past life that is very relevant, so parallel to this life. Maybe it's an abandonment theme, and in that past life they had a parent pass away or die tragically in war. Well, maybe in this life they might lose a parent, they may lose a significant other. They have that same theme. What I'm trying to say is things do repeat cyclically. They may not have the exact script, but you will have that same energetic theme. And so the collective consciousness I get also repeats the themes that manifest in reality until a specific energy and karmic issues are reserved. So it's going to resolve. They're going to do the same thing in the collective. So individually on a small scale, yes, you're going to have a repetitive theme until you resolve it, learn from it, grow past it. But on a big collective, we're also going to do that. And that's why things can be so predictable, because we're going to go through that same cycle on a certain timeline scale, and things are going to repeat. Every human incarnation serves a purpose to learn and expand through experience. The human experiences are sometimes for the purpose of the individual, and some, like these powers that are out there, these evil people that want to rule everything, they shape and shift society, creating much bigger and massive lessons. So that impacts more the collective, also the individual, but overall the collective. That's what they're trying to do. I see life is like this 3D world that we live in. It's like wheels and cogs. The 3D world that we're in, some create little impact on the greater whole, and others create a huge impact felt by all. So for example, say a person is going through a personal struggle. It's going to definitely impact them and those around them, and it will slowly radiate and have a periphery of impact. But when you're looking at maybe a huge catastrophe, a manufactured event, some hugely manipulated thing out there on a massive scale, you're going to impact thousands, millions. It's going to really have a deep vein into that collective consciousness. And that's what I get some things do. Some are small scale, some are more big time. And there is an attack out there for sure on the God gene and the powers that are out there. They want us to all be controllable robots. They want to kill humanism. They want to kill us to be able to have empathy, our ability to show compassion. They want things to be black and white with no shades of gray. The concept of free and critical thinking is a threat, and they want to squash it. They want everything to just be do this, do that, and you work this roboticized mindset. They don't want people to be individuals. It would be wrong of me to go in and critique where this information comes from. I can't go into someone's reading and say, oh, you're getting it from here or there, or be that, I guess, judgmental. I sense that this author is very in tune with their higher self, which is also part of the collective. We are all part of the collective, and they're able to pull from the collective in the messages that are shown to them through their vast knowledge of scriptures of the Bible. So when I do readings and things come to me, I will see things based on my own life experience. Maybe it's a book I read. Maybe it's a movie I saw. Maybe it's a personal thing that I lived through, something I've witnessed. I will see things in my life to help me know how to relay a message, how to empathically feel, how to relay information. And I get that this person is so comfortable with the Bible, the books of the Bible and scriptures. They may not see books I've read or movies I've read, but they're going to see things that are familiar to them. And I get that these messages are coming through because that is their sweet spot. That's what they know. So that's what they have relative to their life to be able to relay this information, which I think is a beautiful thing. I think it's awesome that this person is able to extract some element of clairvoyance through using the books of the Bible. And all in all, that's really all I have for this reading. Again, I thought this was such a cool question, so important, and just overall very interesting. So hopefully you enjoyed it too. I look forward to your comments in the comments below. Please like and share my work. Helps me out so much. And until the next time, I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.